Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. Welcome back to the full walkthrough in the Crew 2. On the last part that I just spent some minutes on video editing, so looks like this will might have to get ready to go on for some Powerboat events. It looks like this will might get ready to set sail to go faster to be on the waters. So I hope this will might have to be very organized to go on to the filters, and just gonna have to choose the Powerboat. And there you go. So this will might have a good segment, so this will might have a required performance to go faster and going quick. But I hope this will might have some few upgrades on the Proto Offshore Mark 1. So I hope this will might have some few parts will be get settled in to do some upgrades. But don't worry, this will might have to get started right away. Just gonna have to be very customized to go on to the performance. Just gonna have to take a while, and there you go. So looks like this is gonna be quite very good. I just collected 2 yellow loot as legendary, 4 epics and 1 rare, so that will might have a good performance level at 130. That would be much good to be ready to go. So I hope I could probably have to go on over to Lake Men, just like I just took part on the Hoover Dam, but luckily I just went screaming out to do a most intense quote, but well, this is so intense was actually just giving the sign of the stream. So let's go over to Lake Man for the Powerboat event, but looks like this is going to be a snow out there for the condition. So let's travel to and get ready to roll onto the waters, and let's get it on.
A little higher and turn them into a racetrack.
Hey, the spirit of competition is at the core of human endeavor.
You know what? You're right. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that.
Well, gotta admit, just very much endorsement to respect from Hero. Now, looks like it's time to get ready to go. This is going to be the most Powerboat event, but it's going to be much snowy out there on the outside. So let's just gonna have to go fast and take that boost. Gonna hit the throttle. Looks like this one might have some buoys. Just gonna have to punch through. Okay, very good. Better watch out for the land. Just gonna have to pass through onto the ramp. That's more like it. Just gonna have to keep it normal pace. .7 seconds behind on the water. Everything goes on the advantage. .50% on the progression and going in onto the halfway point. Well, I hope this is going to be the same spot that I just took part in the Hoover Dam event. To take that jump onto the Hoover Dam is going to be pretty much the time to go onto the stream. But this is going to be different, so I hope I could probably have to go for a different course direction. Maybe not. This one should do it just fine. Solid touchdown. Now going in onto a different direction by the U-turn in a different route. Okay, going a little bit jump. Steer it onto the right. And here comes the finish line. I'm about to go for it. Marvelous. Sea, Speed, and Sun. Win a Powerboat event and some motor stars to be earned. Incredible out there. So luckily, I could probably have to take the common loot. This is going to be a most sail-tastic event onto the waters.
Your hard work is paying off. You know, I have sponsors asking about you. You're making me proud out there.
I just took a whole lot of training out there, Alexis. Every time to take training on the waters, just gonna have to go fast. Now, looks like this one might have to check onto the live map. different layout on Lake Man is going to be brilliant. So I hope I could probably have to go on hard difficulty, but this one might have to be quite going in onto 210. Now we are going in for event number 2 to be at Mississippi for a powerboat. This is going to be pretty excellent to be taking place at St. Louis, but luckily the condition is going to be back to normal, to be having a fine weather out there. But I hope this is going to be a perfect time to be in spring. So let's go and travel to and get prepared, so that we might have a good excellent spot out there for the spectators.
Remember, a good driver never lets the pressure get to them. That's why we train. So all the gauges and torques and G-forces become second nature. And then you can focus on the race. Now, I'll be watching you out there today to see how you do. So no pressure.
I'm all clear, Alexis. I spent a whole lot of training, so everything will be ready to go speed to be at Mississippi River. Just gonna have to get ready to go, so looks like this will might hit the throttle to go on and reach the top 3.
Oh yeah, hear that engine roar!
Okay, take that checkpoint in. Just gonna have to push through. Now we have the cargo ships that are now taking the formation position. Gonna hit the throttle. Gonna use that jump as the shortcut. There you go. Put me in first place. Just gonna have to get that nitro a boost and make that suitable jump. Very good. Looks like everything is going organized out there onto that water track. Just gonna have to keep going. Steer around in every direction, so this will might take one daring jump. It's about to get a little bit slow out there, folks. That should do it. Just stay on for the 5-second gap distance and range. That should do it. Looks like only 25% to go. Just gonna have to steer. That should do it. Just gonna have to keep on sailing. We're almost there. Looks like this one might have to do some more jumps. And here comes the finish line as a final stretch.
Pressure after all.
A-okay, Alexis. I'm just getting warmed up. Doing some much better earnings, and this will might have a comment loop to be dropping in. How excited out there to take the going in onto the large rivers. But luckily, I still get to do a chance to take on for some powerboat events. But luckily in sprint race, that will might do much faster to be going in onto the waters. But hitting the waves could be very challenging to be surfing around, so maybe this will might have to do a little bit more quick upgrades. But that will might take practice to go on for a highlight to do some water speed. So hold on just one moment, folks, but maybe this will might have to go on to vehicles to do some upgrades on the Offshore Mark 1. Well, I bet this will might have some good perks to be needed. So eventually, I could probably have to do some upgrades on Common. That could be much better to do some required performance. But don't worry, maybe I could probably have to reinstall on the legendary parts, but this will might have to be used on hard or ace difficulty by the chance. Okay, maybe that should do it. So maybe this one might have to go green and comment for now on. Very good performance power, but this wheel might take a good speed to be at 173 miles per hour. So that wheel might give a good ways to give a good boost. Now, let's go over onto the map again. But this is going to be pretty good on Mississippi for a sprint run. So I hope this one might have to get ready to go on over to the East Coast at New York. So not so quiet on the Eastern Front. This is going to be a story mode event. I bet this will might have a better ways to go forward to take part of this event. Just gonna have to travel to and get ready to go. So I bet this is gonna be pretty much excited to be on the Powerboat, so this will might have a cutscene will be included.
Putting a course on the East River is tricky. Between the tight checkpoints and the wakes from the competition, you can run into trouble in a New York minute. But the city loves to race, so we run here every year. Which reminds me, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that you've done enough to get yourself on Clarence's radar. That's also the bad news. Expect him to do whatever it takes to make sure you're not a threat. 3.
I'll make sure I'll have to do my best.
2.
Here I go. This is going to be a challenging race to be in the Powerboat on the East Coast. So let's do this. Just gonna hold that throttle and make that checkpoint in. There's Clarence in third place. Just gonna have to keep it nice and easy. Staying in a few gap distance. Okay, close call. Now I'm in the lead. So I hope the condition will have to change on daytime, so this will might get brighter to be going in for a morning race. Just keep going, just make that checkpoint clear. .3 seconds on the gap. I bet Clarence is still trying to catch up with me. Everything goes quiet, and now this will be all good. Just steer left, take that checkpoint clear. Going past through, onto the buoys. Here it goes. Very good. But luckily, this will might take a final stretch towards the finish line at the Statue of Liberty. Very nice. It looks like this is going to be the perfect spot out there at Jersey Racetrack. So looks like one rare loops to be dropped in, so that was pretty incredible.
Now, nobody's gonna hold the door open for you just because you're a pro. They're more likely to shut it in your face. There are drivers out there who will do anything to win. But if the voice in your ear says cutting corners is okay, tune it out and listen to me instead. Act like a professional. Have higher standards. Respect yourself. Respect the sport.
Look, let me be straight with you. I don't think all these gimmicks are necessary. True professional racing is done on the ground, in a car, on a track. All of this other garbage, this messing around with boats and planes and God knows what else, all of that is nonsense. Sure, it may boost interest in the short term, but what happens when people get bored? How far are we gonna have to go then? If you ask me, and everyone should, we should stick to the classics. I'm better at them anyway.
Well, at least this is going to be taking a lot of few chances to challenge you, Clarence. anytime, any place, any type of disciplines between the land, sea, and air by doing pro racing. So it looks like this is going to be a pretty good story event on the East Coast at New York City. So it looks like it's time to get ready to go down south at Miami in the Keys. So this is going to be another sprint race. But so far, looks like this is going to be having a new clip, but maybe this might have a circuit to be taking part in the Key West. But this is going to be quite very good for only a single lap. But I hope this might have turned out very well. But maybe this might take a good usual skills. We'll have to put things up to a better strategy. So let's go and travel to.
Did you know that the first bridge they built to the Florida Keys from the mainland was for the railroad? It took years before they built something you could drive on.
Absolutely fascinating.
Hero?
Yeah?
Shut up.
He's just yawning, exaggerating, Alexis. Well, he's just getting tired. But he always loved to see how Powerboat can race on Florida Keys, so here I go. This is going to be another run out there to go fast and prove like a true winner.
You're so gonna win this one.
Absolutely indeed. Just try to keep calm and stay in a good, powerful formation by the pace. Just gonna have to punch through. Just take that checkpoint in. And now this might go for another one. Gonna have to pass through underneath the two bridge. Well, I hope this might have to take that current position right over there where the spectators are being held. They just really love to see some good entertainment. Take that jump. Splashing in on the water. So luckily, I bet this is going to be a one-lap race, but it is also to be separate for a sprint race. But this is going to be pretty much fine with some jumps around. Just going to have to go for another one. Yeah, that's more like it. Feels like taking a stunt on the jet ski, but this might take a pro effort on the boat. Okay, this one is very tricky. Just gonna make sure this might have to stay in this direction. But this is a pretty good landmark at the Keys. Gonna pack that boost. And home straight towards the finish line. Yeah, that's more like it. First place for UDRS on the Powerboat. That will give a good, excellent power professional skills will go in. Oh yes, looks like this one might have some common loot. Just gonna pick it up. Wow, so looks like this is gonna be pretty good. I'm at Icon 80, only 20 more to go. So I hope this will might have Icon 100 that might have a free vehicle will be available. But this is pretty good to take a good, excellent Powerboat race to be in one lap to be in the sprint. So this is gonna be quite going well out there in Miami. So I hope this will might have to go forward to take on for the next part of the segment. So, but luckily I just putting up a new clip that might have to take some different conditions by the day. Well, looks like this is going to be going in on to one last Powerboat event on the sprint, taking on in Bar Harbor, located in Acadia. So that might be quite very good. So I hope this might have a perfect performance to be at 159. Recommend to be at 150. So this works perfectly. So I could probably have to take a lot of speed will go on. So let's travel to and get ready to go.
This is the famous Lighthouse Regatta. You can see 8 different lighthouses from the course, though rumor has it you can actually spot 10 if you're good. I only saw 8, and I'm very good.
You did pretty good by the knowledge, Alexis. This race is going to be pretty good to be on the regatta. So let's get started. So I hope this is going to be quite very reminds me that when I'm watching Total Drama All-Stars episode, you gotta be regatta kidding me. Well, it is pretty good on the boat. But anyway, let's stick it to the strategy, so I hope this is going to be pretty tough on the rocks. Just keep going on to the left. Oh boy. Just keep calm, Hyperion-Blue-GT. Just find a good position to make a good opening spot. Just gonna have to hit the throttle. Very good. Just gonna have to splash through the waves. Gets a little bit bumpy. Oh boy. Gonna have to take that jump. Very nice. So it looks like this one might get closer in. Going on for the halfway mark. %65 on the progression. There's the lighthouse. So this is going to be pretty good to have this kind of a race to be a regatta moment. So this one might have to keep follow the line. Everything will go in by the progress. So here's another lighthouse. Just take that checkpoint in. And go straight directly towards the finish line. That one might take directly course up ahead. Pretty job effort in first place to be doing a good podium at the waters. Man, looks like this is going to be quite very epic. So this one might have the time to do some quick upgrades.
You've had your run, but now it's time for the natural order of things to reassert itself. If you keep thinking you've got it in you to make a championship run, I'll be picking bits of you out of my tire treads. Bow out and go home or let me destroy you on the track, whichever you prefer. Either way, I win.
Hey, whenever it happens for a competition race on the track, I could stick it for the clean race, Clarence. I could stay on to go fast in a clean race. Always gonna have to take a lot of motivation whenever we have to learn. So, looks like this is gonna be quite good to do some more loot to be included when becoming an icon. So, I hope this will might have to check it in for a while. But man, spending a whole lot of hard work to do some more segment videos. But this one might have to go on to the pilot. And let's just gonna go in on to the timeline. Wow, looks like I just barely got 8 epic loot. So this will might have to take a good choice of a common pick by any discipline to be on current vehicle. So close to be reached up towards Icon 100 to get a Chevy Camaro CL1 2017. But man, this is gonna be quite very good to have this kind of a modern muscle car. So maybe this one might have to choose 2 epic loot. So this one might have some quick upgrades. There's an ECU, a gearbox, another ECU. So let's see, this one might have to add one more, and an epic throttle. Perfect. So now I could probably have to save 4 more and add it by 1. So this will might need some more upgrades whenever I might need to be purchased an Alpha Grand Prix race car. Alright, just gonna have to do some icon points. Just gonna go on to the vehicle. So this will might have to choose. Gonna add up with the air intake to have some slipstream distance by 4.2%. Okay, looks like this is gonna be good. So let's just gonna give a little bit upgrade on the Powerboat Offshore Mark 1. That should do it. Now, maybe this one might have to choose by the pick, but maybe this one might add some more bucks to be added in for. Just gonna have to put some more common, but luckily, just gonna have to put the rudder installed, so this will make it epic. There you go. Looks like this one might have an organized settle in to have a performance level at 170. So this wheel might have to get ready to go on for the next walkthrough segment. So this wheel might have to going in to do some more powerboats. I could probably have to keep sailing in. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. You can follow me on Instagram, DeviantArt, and GT Planet whenever you want. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time to continue the journey in the Crew 2, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay sailing.